My beloved, come rest with me a while. There are pressing matters we must discuss concerning the path laid out before you. For some time now you have wandered in the wilderness, traveling in circles, trapped in cycles not planned by me. I see the weariness in your eyes, the fading embers of hope in your soul. Do not lose heart. Your days of wandering draw to an end. Even now you stand at a crossroads, a pivotal point in your story. The hour has come for you to decide. Will you remain on the troublesome trail you have always known, or take the hand I extend to guide you onto the road of promise? Consider the path behind you, scattered with unfulfilled dreams and hearts left wanting. How long have you walked? Tracks molded by footsteps not your own. Generations trod there before you, locked into hollow patterns that reap only disillusionment. The enemy whispered tempting shortcuts that seemed right but led only to ruin. Mirages of oases arose, false hopes leaving naught but thirst. Time and again you found yourself at dead ends, lost in bewildering futility. Still you rose every morning yearning, longing for change yet beholding the same vistas. Do not sink into despair, my beloved. Freedom stands close at hand, release from the wastelands binding your soul in pointlessness. The cycles hemming your days in monotonous repetition are shattered. No longer must you wander confined in their futility. Ahead, the landscape breaks open, fresh and wide, a land I have prepared brimming with promise. New horizons beckon your spirit to soar. Dreams long forgotten now blossom with life. Blessings kept in reserve spill forth like a long-awaited anthem. Yet even as hope rises within you, I see roots of hesitation taking hold. The familiar path at your feet harbors cold comfort. Its bleak terrain blankets the fears and falsehoods holding you captive. Abandoning it means surrendering the last vestiges of your self-rule. The unknown looms like an unexplored wilderness, holding trials beyond your sight. You stand at a precipice of decision, torn between clinging to your own direction and trusting my guiding hand. Let me speak directly into the struggle raging within. Lay down your stubborn grip on your own wisdom and strength. Both will utterly fail you on the road ahead. The path of promise requires new eyes to see, childlike trust in my flawless design. Without it, you will stumble blindly in cycles of futility and doubt, playing into ruts worn through years of fruitless toil. Have you not seen the dead end of that course already? The repeated failures draining your soul? The enemy hisses that safer ground lies in familiar futility, rather than surrender to the mysterious unknown. He is a deceiver. His promises of security conceal only ruin and spiritual starvation. Yet a life-giving call resonates in your spirit, bidding you take courage. No longer trudge the desolate track of independence doomed to weariness. Instead, place your hand wholly in mine. Entrust yourself fully to my shepherding. The way ahead holds no terror for those abiding under my wing. Dangers unfathomable to you lie bare before my gaze. My light reveals each step, unearthing snares before your feet can fall. Lean upon my strength, which will never fail you. Drink from my living water and thirst no more. Feed upon the bread of my word and hunger no more. Abandon yourself to my keeping and fear no more. Storms may still arise and winds roar, yet in the shelter of my presence you will find unshakable peace. This is the kingdom's way, beloved, the path of promise. Your soul yearns after, yet shrinks back from in fear. It winds through green pastures and still waters, into realms of glory unseen by mortal eyes. Wonders await there beyond your deepest longing, beauty stealing your breath away, joy surpassing understanding, floods of healing for wounds etched on your soul, release from shackles forged through the years, an awakening more glorious than dawn's first light. All this I pledge to you if only you will come. So I ask you plainly at this critical juncture, will you persist on the desolate road leading only to futility and destruction? Or will you grasp my outstretched hand and let me shepherd you into the abundant life promised from of old? Weigh the options soberly. The choice is yours alone, and you must choose without delay. Even now the sands run low in the hourglass, marking the moment of decision encircling you. Behind lies the wastelands, their futility exhausted. Before you, the landscape shimmers, painted in colors and possibilities too stunning to behold. My whisper beckons, come, let us walk this untrodden road together as I unveil wonders beyond your farthest imaginings. You have but to entrust yourself to my care. Reach for my hand. I will lead you into the fullness I have prepared for you before the foundations of the earth. My child, I see you stand at a crossroads where paths diverge and a choice must soon be made. For so long you have walked roads familiar and straightforward, trails perhaps comfortable yet ultimately circular, always arriving back at the starting point. Know this. If you persist on these well-worn tracks, you will perpetually end up where you began, reaping the same lack dressed in different disguises. It grieves me to watch my beloved trapped in cycles of limitation, ever striving yet never moving forward, hoping ever for more, but receiving only more of the same. My heart breaks when fleeting provision serves only to spotlight lingering lack, when partial blessings underscore that which remains just out of reach. For my gifts bring no sorrow, no lack, no ounce of instability. I give not in portions or temporary supply, but in fullness, abundance, excess, and completeness. I am the God of more than enough, eternal provision, the inexhaustible source and unlimited supply. So hear me. Be wary of counterfeit comforts. The fleeting treasures of man serve only to distract from your heavenly inheritance already purchased, already secured, already prepared for you before the dawn of time. Refuse partial gifts when completeness awaits you. Reject loans when owned outright. Scorn that which fades when the unfading lies readily within your grasp. Instead, choose the path seldom traveled, revealed not by earthly wisdom but heavenly vision, the way seen darkly in glimpses and traces through veils obscuring mortal eyes. The road leading to sacred realms long echoed in your most hallowed dreams, to blessings you've never known, increase beyond your wildest imaginings. The comfort of the familiar will call for you to remain. Yet just beyond sight, wonders await unknown on roads where I alone go before to prepare the way. Roads that carve through trackless wilds, across harsh terrain requiring complete trust in my provision and perfect leadership. Yes, the unknown terrifies when my still, small voice alone guides your steps. And yet what path walked in close step with your Creator could be called unsafe? Would I ever lead you into barren wasteland devoid of care and keeping? Have I not sworn rivers of refreshment to sustain you even in the harshest climate? I will reveal secrets long hidden from mortal eyes, bestow blessings beyond any earthly counterpart. I will unlock doors into realms of glory, part seas of tribulation, crumble barriers deemed insurmountable. I will shepherd you into places eye has not seen nor ear heard, realities beyond the farthest reaches of human imaginings. I will lead you ever deeper into the profound mystery of who I am, as I craft for you a future beyond your wildest dreams. The decision is yours, my child. Will you continue circling the same cramped trails, knowing their every pothole and pitfall by heart? Or will you allow me to guide you into uncharted abundance, unfamiliar epitomes of blessing, new frontiers of breakthrough anointed just for you? The choice is yours, but so too is my loving counsel. I created you for more, my precious one. More than recycled pain, repeated lack, refurbished limitations handed down generation after generation. I formed you in my image, for fresh blessings, customized glories, a heritage of inheritance marked by firsts rather than repeats. Yes, stepping into unfamiliar newness will feel uncomfortable at first. But has not your soul grown weary of the same old struggles, the same old aches, the same old poverties branding your bloodline for decades untold? Are you not tired of fighting the same fights, shedding the same tears, scratching out survival within the same scarcities that starved your forefathers? I am doing a new thing, my child. New blessings, new victories, new delights with your name written all over them. I know it is frightening to step off the precipice of the known into the unseen realms of faith, but I promise your testing times will pale next to the wonders I have prepared for you. Your stumbling footsteps on unfamiliar paths will give way to dancing on streets of gold. Your shivering nights in the wilderness will melt into warm embraces in your forever home. Walk the new ways I set before you, beloved one. Ways lined with miracles and paved with grace. Ways that may perplex other travelers content to plod the same tired trails. Ways that feel unfamiliar as you learn to hear my voice above the noisy clamor of this world's empty options. But ways that lead to long-awaited encounters with your destiny. Unlikely oases overflowing with blessings. Tables set for you in the presence of enemies and waypavers alike. Child, it is time. Time to trade the trudging, endless march of futility for fresh courses charted just for you. Time to loose yourself from the shackles of limitations past and step boldly towards horizons bright with promise. Time to lift your eyes from the circle of dusty roads at your feet and glimpse the soaring vistas of glory that await all who walk with heaven as their guide. For now you stand poised between the familiar and unknown, stuck at the intersection of more of the same and seasons of increase beckoning your name. Which way will you turn when the moment comes? Whose voice will you heed when I prompt you to depart from the paths of old? Will you continue trudging the tired circuit of least resistance? Or will you allow me to guide you into adventures wilder and more wondrous than your boldest dreams? The decision is yours, but so too is my wisdom should you seek it, and my strength to uphold you should you stumble, and my spirit to train you in the ways of abundance should the path seem unclear at first. Yes, the choice rests in your hands, but never forget that your shepherd's hands rest tenderly on your shoulders, ready to steer you along courses of righteousness, ready to catch you should you fall. For I know the plans I have for you. I stand ready to give you a future and a hope, to pour out streams in the wilderness and rivers in the desert, to make a way where there seems to be no way. For nothing is too wonderful for me to give my beloved one, no destiny too astonishing for my children to claim. No adventure is too extraordinary for those who walk in close step with their Creator. This is my heart for you, my precious, precious child. More than enough. New every morning, wells in the wasteland, streams where you least expect. My joy, ever and always, to pour out bountiful blessings that remind you of how cherished you are, how delighted I am in you, how I sing over you with gladness and pride. You, my beloved, are the apple of my eye, carved into my hands, written on my heart, delighted in, as my treasured possession for all eternity. I have good works prepared for you long before this day, paths that lead to life and freedom and purpose. Your part is to trust me, one step at a time. Yesterday's stories tell of doubt and fear. You have put on my divine nature and share in my resurrection life. Heaven's viewpoint and resources are yours by faith. From this high place you can see the ends of the earth. No obstacle is too great. Take hold of the authority given you and speak light into the foggy paths of confusion. My vision is clear and unfailing. For long generations my children have settled for scraps and dwelt in the outer courts of my goodness. But the veil is torn, the way is open. Now you can dwell in the inner sanctuary of my presence and know me face to face. Ask, listen, draw from my unlimited resources. Don't settle for partial when my wholeness awaits. The lies of lack and broken identity cannot stand in this atmosphere of abundant life. Believe again the truth of who you are in me, chosen, loved, filled with my spirit of wisdom and power. Fear holds no dominion here, only love which casts it out. You will not find legalism but grace upon grace as you come to understand all I have made available. Don't shrink back but dare to go deeper still. The old mindsets cannot contain what I am giving. New wine will spill out as new vessels come hungering for more of me. Stand in awe, but do not doubt, for I am doing a new thing in your day. Generations of captivity end with you, my child. No longer submit to the tug of old family curses seeking to pull you back. Their power is broken as you surrender your life into my hands. The cycle stops here. So now, child of destiny, set your heart to listen, and I will show you your unique path prepared in advance for your feet to walk into a glorious inheritance. The excuses end today. No longer can you say, I don't know the way, for I live within you to guide your every step. This is the battle already fought and won. Only believe and receive this victory as your own. Fear may knock at your door, confusion may try to cloud your mind. But now you know who you are and whose you are. Within your weakness, my power is shown as strong. So do not tremble, only believe. There is nothing impossible for those who trust in me. And if for a moment you fall, my grace reaches down to lift you again. Soon your faith will be steadfast, established on the unshakable rock of my faithful love. You will look back one day with joy on these trials that built within you a trust to endure. I am transforming you. Have I not promised this long ago through my prophets? Not one word will fail, but all will come to pass. The way may wind through difficult places, but fear no evil. My rod and staff guard you, and you bear my name. Every step takes you deeper into my glory. If threats rise up to make you doubt or fear, stand on my promises and face each obstacle with praise. Worship awakens my power and silences the lies. This hope is alive within you, an inextinguishable flame no darkness can overcome. You are my workmanship. Not one is lost when offered up into my care. Allow me to shape you without resistance to my perfect plan. Like clay, take on the form I designed specifically for your highest joy. Yield fully that my fullness may inhabit you and overflow into other lives. Say yes to the call which has resounded for eternity over your life. No more missing the signs and appointed times. Now is the hour. Only believe and align every fiber of your being with me. Mountains will fall, chains will break. Suddenly the new wineskin pours out and you run without limit into all I have ordained. Beloved child, you have found your purpose prepared from ancient times, for this climax of the ages when all that was promised will be fulfilled. Don't settle for less than my fullness. All depends on where you fix your sight. On temporary scenes that pass away, or on unseen eternal realities birthed in your life by faith's vision. Lift up your eyes, for the fields are ripe for harvest around you. No longer isolate yourself in doubt, or hide your light, for fear it is too small. It only takes a spark to set the world ablaze. As you pour yourself out to help others, I am pouring into you rivers of new life. Freely receive that you might freely give. Do not judge the day of small beginnings, but rejoice. Mustard seed faith moves mountains of impossibility when rooted in my word. Cling to the vision spoken over your life when first you heard my call. Hold it tightly when the fulfillment tarries. 1,000 years is a day in my sight. Though the wait seems long, at the set time I will not delay. What I have promised I will perform with swift and decisive action. In the solitary place I have established your roots down deep in me. Our fellowship is sweet, my child. Now the day of manifestation arrives when my life within you springs up a visible, well-watered garden bearing bountiful fruit to feed multitudes. The sapling grows into a tree of righteousness, my dwelling place. Under its branches the nations will find my healing shade. No more hiddenness. I am taking you public with the gifts prepared for this very hour. What you have spoken in secret will be heralded from the rooftops. My spotlight of favor shines on you. My glory rests as a canopy over your life. You will never lack my presence or my provision, as you continue to abide in the peace I give, which rules your heart. Fear and anxiety melt away in this secret place where I share my heart and make known my ways. Daily renew your strength as you wait on me. Allow my living word to wash your mind and uproot the seeds and weeds of wrong thinking or false belief. Plant my promises deep. They will take root and bear much good fruit in due time. The harvest is ripening as you align more closely with me in fervent prayer. Ask largely and believe without doubting. Then rise from your knees armed for action, ready to receive all I am pouring into your life this day. Each moment is ripe with divine potential. Heaven's storehouses of riches and blessings are open wide. Stretch out your hands in faith to take hold of more than you can imagine or think to request. For I am able to do far beyond all you ask or imagine according to my power working mightily in you. Say amen to this mighty work underway this moment. Lift up your voice with joyful gratitude for what I am establishing, even when you cannot yet see the fullness. Faith sees the unseen and gives thanks. Therefore I silence the voices of doubt, delay and limitation seeking your allegiance. Put no confidence in past failures or defeats. Appoint your eyes on the unseen, eternal, now pouring into the present by me. Old labels and mindsets wither away. You are no victim of circumstance, but my beloved child. When I look on you, I see Christ in you, my hope of glory. The seed within you cannot be contained as new life springs up boldly. Death is swallowed up in victory. Every dark history now bowed down to this light exploding in and around you, full of my resurrection. Life without measure. Nothing remains the same as my power touches and transforms. Believe again this gospel manifesting in your day, immeasurably more than you asked or imagined possible. Do not cut short my work with small expectations. For those whom I have chosen enter my story, where time and matter yield to the eternal now bursting forth like the dawn to inhabit your life anew. Hope against hope, for I am the God of impossible miracles. Of dormant life awakened after 4 days in a grave. Of infinite paths cut through roaring seas and deserts on fire for my beloved ones. Lift up your cry of faith. Nothing is too difficult for me. Align your vision with my vision begun before time, when I saw your days, and ordained each step into my glory and purpose. That ancient vision now time travels into the now with resurrection life, to revive long-buried promises and awaken gifts, prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Child, cling tightly to my visions spoken over your life. Into the womb of those vision seeds I breathe my life. I open your eyes to see again from heaven's view this new day, birthing in you the fullness of my Son. His transforming grace reaches into the deepest recesses of your inner life, into secret chambers of hurt and failure, now lit with my healing light. Vulnerability before me ushers in the life flow of repentance and bold faith that manifest my resurrection power in you. Now together in my eternal plans, as you yield your limited sight to faith's vision, the unseen bridge between heaven and earth, binding past, present, and future eternally into this precious moment with me. Beloved, see your life anew from my view. Your moments lace with divine potential to walk in the path I have uniquely chosen for your feet. Do not say, "I cannot," for with me all things are possible to those who believe. Speak this gospel of mighty I am into your day, no matter how things may appear. Call those things not now seen into present substance through surrender and bold decrees of faith. As you speak my word, it will not return void, but run swiftly to perform my purposes in you and through you. Lift high my banner of faith over your life. Under this canopy, miracles unfold. Lead now where once you only followed the crowd. Take ground once deemed impossible, for my kingdom is now forcefully advancing through your life. No more hiding in caves. I call you forth into public places, shined on by my face. Others will see me in you as you go to release captives, still imprisoned by lies and unbelief. There is authority and power given you because of my life within. No more fear or shrinking back. Plunder dark strongholds by proclaiming freedom to those still despairing of life and hope in this hour. Lead them out into joyful expectation found in me. Show them by your life the path of life. For as you pour yourself out, you walk deeper into revelation of oneness with me. Gaze again at the nations shining with my light and life through all those whom I am awakening in this hour to usher in my day of harvest. The long-awaited promises flowering into reality at last. All creation is on tiptoe, awaiting the glory soon to be revealed through my vessels of honor, prepared for battle. Lift up a mighty shout for what I am doing among the nations in these last of the last days. You are alive in this significant hour to be a living demonstration of resurrected life without measure. As my testimony radiates from within your life, all will see and take new courage. No pep talk or therapy, but radical demonstration of my all-conquering love, channeled through redeemed lives to shake up unbelief across the earth. No place left for doubt or hiding when exposed to my glory manifest through you. Signs and wonders will attend the commissions I have called you to fulfill. Speak my word boldly, and just believe. Miracles confirm the authority given you in my name. Rivers now flow out, bringing life and renewal everywhere you walk, in surrendered trust to me. No longer sit passive at the gates, but rise up healed and whole, to walk the gospel message vividly displayed through a life offered up to reveal more of me. Abandoned fully to call, unafraid to give answer to relentless love that compelled me to the cross to purchase your freedom and joy. I have chosen you to bear my name wherever you go. You are the radiant one clothed in garments of grace, sent to awaken those still asleep to greater realities found in me. Awake to who you are and why you are here. Your moments are pages in a divine story still unfolding as you walk in step with me. Listen closely for my voice of wisdom and guidance. Take no step unless convinced I have ordained your path. You are learning well the sound and sight of heaven invading earth through a surrendered life. These training moments fashion you into a sharper arrow in my quiver at this climax of the ages. Much lies just ahead, though dimly perceived through mortal sight. But child, my vision is sure seeing through and beyond all that must yet unfold upon the earth. This eternal weight of glory empowers you to walk lightly through transient sorrows. Here is perspective solidly under your feet. You are but visiting this broken planet for a breath, an adventurer ambassador, heralding another reality anchored safely beyond mortal reach in heaven's glory. Now walking among men, learn to discern what originates from above and what springs up from below. My child, you must understand that the life I've given you serves as a beacon, revealing the falsehoods and deceptions that cloud human minds. Cling fervently to purity, truth, and honor, for these virtues are a reflection of me. Do not entertain the darkness that masquerades as light. Boldly speak the truth, and let it dissolve the lies that oppose my word. Remember, you have been granted authority in realms unseen, enabling you to influence earthly events. This power is for the fulfillment of my grand design, through those who dedicate themselves to my glory. Give me everything, your whole being, as a canvas for my divine creativity. This is a time of boundless possibilities. Let your mindset be transformed by my word. The old constraints can no longer hold back what I intend to do through a life wholly surrendered to me. Remove the limits, make room for me, and I will fill you abundantly with my presence. In me, you will find all that you need, and through a life humbly anchored in me, my blessings will flow unimpeded. I call you to a higher place beside me, where you reside in full stature and authority. My kingdom has been established on earth as it is in heaven. Step forward, for I have opened doors once concealed from you. Claim your inheritance, a legacy bought at a great price. Don't waste any more time. Your destiny awaits your fully awakened life. The barriers will retreat as you declare my name. Enter into your divine calling, for I have prepared a path for you. Embrace the journey, for in my name, and through your faith, you will experience the fullness of what I have planned for you.